Yeah, I'm a boss. I'm a beast. I am raw. What are the other slang from back in the day when I was like in middle school? I'm flames. I'm fire. I said I wasn't gonna post a video today because it's Super Bowl Sunday, America's biggest day, and we all have to celebrate and salute to corporations who want to pander to us through funny memes. That sounds like I'm trying to be some like woke leftist on the idea of the Super Bowl. It's fine to enjoy the Super Bowl. It's fine to enjoy the commercials. Just I like hanging out with my friends on the Super Bowl. I don't have any friends this year though, so instead I'm going to make this video, and it's going to be an update on the Kanye West video I did recently, and it should be a pretty short video. I just want to touch on it to get a video out there today and talk about it because he is still going and there's a lot more to update on, and I have thoughts too. I have thoughts at the end of it all. Now this has moved farther than Kanye just going bonkers, for lack of a better term, over his divorce. It has turned into petty beef between him and a 20-year-old, and I never thought I'd see the day, but Kanye fans themselves are now against Kanye because of how crazy this whole thing has become. Now this story starts at a Billie Eilish concert where let's see what happens.
Relax, it's okay. It's okay, nothing's happening. We're good, it's okay. We're taking care of our people. Hold on. I wait for people to be okay until I keep going.
So Billie said, I wait for people to be okay until I keep going, which apparently, according to TMZ, is giving shade towards Travis Scott because Travis Scott's actions resulted in a bunch of people dying. If you want to see my opinions on the whole Astroworld thing, I have a video about it. Now, Billie Eilish just says something about how she waits for her fans to be okay before she continues the show, which is a good thing to say, and I think more artists should speak out against Travis Scott. I think that's really great. Now, this is where things get tough because a lot of posts have been made, and I don't really know where to start it. Let's see if I can find the original post. Sure, maybe we'll read a freaking Yahoo Entertainment article about it using this picture of Kanye that doesn't even look like him. Okay, I found a Vanity Fair article that seems to have more of it. So Kanye says in this post, just so everyone knows, Cudi will not be on Donda because he's friends with you-know-who. We all speak in Billie language now. So not only did he speak out against Billie, who said something about Travis Scott, but you-know-who apparently is talking about Pete Davidson, who is now dating or dated Kim Kardashian. Oh, I sound like TMZ. But someone who he's been working with for over a decade now, he is now going on a tirade against because he's friends with Pete Davidson, I guess. Kid Cudi comes back and says, too bad I don't want to be on your album, you freaking dinosaur. Ha ha ha. Everyone knows I've been the best thing about your album since I met you. I'ma pray for you, brother. Which is great. So let's talk about the Billie Eilish thing though. She got mixed up in this because she made that comment and then Kanye posted this thing on his Instagram threatening to pull out of Coachella if Billie didn't apologize to Travis, because he said Travis didn't know people would have died and no one could have known. And apparently she's an enemy of the people now. And she responded and said, literally never said a thing about Travis, was just helping a fan, which even if she was talking about Travis, that's a good thing. People should be talking about him and talking out against him. But she still didn't even say his name. She barely said anything, which is funny. So Kanye is against Pete Davidson for dating his ex-wife, and he's against his ex-wife because of the TikTok thing, and he's against Billie Eilish because she said the thing about Travis Scott. And then he posted this Instagram photo that said Civil War Kanye West and has him, Drake, this is Julia Fox, the girl that he dated or whatever, Travis Scott, and Quavo. Who is that on the end? And then on the other side, you have Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian, Kid Cudi, Billie Eilish, and then Taylor Swift on the end. I think he's still on his Taylor Swift thing, I guess. And then he called Pete Davidson Skeet in the caption, which I think is talking about calling him like poop, like skeet is poop, right? What if it's some really bad word I shouldn't be saying? So then Kanye makes this Instagram post, which says, look at this dickhead. I wonder if Instagram's going to shut down my page for dissing Hillary Clinton's ex-boyfriend. So is he calling his ex what? Wait, what's going on? This is a grown man. He's posting so much. Okay, maybe we'll just look through his Instagram right now and see what he still has up, because it's hard to keep track of everything. I'm very community oriented. I love my friends. I love my family. The reason I asked Cudi to at the least speak to Skeet is because for years Cudi always made it seem like it was me and him against everyone. Now that I'm fighting for my family, he is not by my side. This is bigger than music. This guy's awful. This produced by Zach guy. who somehow is verified, and he just comments on Kanye posts. But I love this comment. Zoom it out so we can read, yay. No one knows what this even says. And everyone in the comments are like, dude, why did you not crop it correctly? Which is very funny because he's just an old man. But also he deletes his posts all the time. So I'm like, he definitely recognized that this was not cropped and then he just kept it up. And then he put out an Instagram photo. I would have never asked for the loyalty if it was never offered. And I found a cool picture because I love Cudi and always will. But Donda 2 is about running back in that burning house. I respect not everyone is going to be ready for the smoke. So no one is on his side because he put Drake in the picture on his team, who hasn't even said anything about it. I'm sure he doesn't want any part of it. And then Julia Fox, I don't even know what that's about. Travis, none of these people, no one is on his side besides his little spawns on Instagram that all have the little black profile picture. Then you have this post. Thank you to all my fans for having my back. And you can Google the Hillary thing. I'm not making this shit up. And buy the... And then he doesn't finish his... What is he talking about? Ex-boyfriend. Oh, so he tried to start a rumor that Pete Davidson dated Hillary Clinton, I guess? Kanye West was quick to claim that Hillary Clinton's ex-boyfriend was Pete Davidson, and the reason the comedian got the tattoo was that they were dating. However, this is far from the truth. He shared another post and wrote, "Y'all seen that tattoo, but if I speak up, I am crazy. I told you not going to use that one no more. When a garbage man goes to work, he gonna smell like trash, but it's time to take the trash out of the house." Okay. We have another post here by him that says, "When I tag people, I'm just putting together the web. There are a group of people who run media in the election. Thank God for free speech." So it's him with a Hillary Clinton tattoo and calling her a badass or one of the strongest people in the universe, which I don't know if this is a joke or if he got this like sarcastically, but that is a disgusting tattoo. If you really want to get someone as despicable as Hillary Clinton, someone who has caused the pain and death of so many people in America, and you want to get her plastered on your arm forever. Yeah, that's not great. Very fun though. Very cool tattoo. But I mean, that's not the point of the video. So then he posts a Venom poster and says, "This ain't about Skeet," even though he just posted a meme with him in it, and you have Drake in the background here. "It's about selling y'all a narrative. Skeet is just playing his part in Frozen 3, except it's not in the theaters this time. It's on Daily Mail. Tell Bob and the entire Disney staff you wasted your money. Wrong wasted, wrong daily on Star Wars and Marvel, because even though it makes money, you will never control the high schools. No one's ever heard a Machine Gun Kelly song, Bob." So as funny as these posts are, there has to be a conversation, and a more serious conversation, about how damaging this is and how damaging it is to himself and his mental health, because he's obviously spiraling and putting his family on full display for everyone to see, and starting beef with his wife and embarrassing his kids and ruining professional relationships because he can't take responsibility for his own downfalls. So it's tough to see. It's very funny with you if you don't think about it for a second, but then it's very dark once you do think about it, because it's just this man going on this rampage, and it's not good. I mean, let's look at this. He says no comment. Something about Pete Davidson sending intimate photos to Ariana to end her relationship with Mac Miller. It's a Tumblr post, I think, that was posted on Instagram that he screenshotted and reposted. So yeah, that sounds like a very trustworthy source. Another post with MGK and Pete Davidson, "No, you will never meet my children." And then you have a great photo here saying my account is not hacked, talking about doing Sunday service and all this stuff. And this photo has made the rounds with memes. A lot of memes happening here on this little yellow sheet of paper. So I think at the end of the day, it's not only a spiral of his mental health, but also it becomes a marketing scheme, because his new album's about to come out probably, and he wants a lot of eyes on him, and it's working at the expense of his entire family and all of his professional relationships. Then he reposted a screenshot of the Tumblr post on another Instagram post on his own Instagram. And then I think he talked about how Kevin Durant liked his post for the first time in a long time. But then you start looking at his comments and you realize everyone is upset with him, even his own fans. Usually the comments and the subreddit and everything is like a cesspool of like people helping this man spiral and bring his family down. But now you see it's not so funny anymore because things have gotten out of control. I didn't wake up and fight for my family to trend over the Super Bowl, but it happened. Super Bowl brings families together, but for everyone married, hold your spouse close. Make sure they know how much you love and appreciate them, because there's a skeet lurking in every dirty ass alley waiting to help destroy your family. Walk around in Calvin Kleins around your children. I wish my wife was with me and our children sitting at the 50-yard line. At Kim Kardashian, always remember West was your biggest W. It's just so sad. It's like, if you really look at it from what we know at an objective point of view, it's this mom and her kids who are trying to raise as normal of a family hopefully as they can, and a mentally unwell husband who is basically doing the most damage he could possibly do without physically getting involved. He has one of the biggest platforms in the world, and he is just littering it with libel. I was going to say slander, but it's libel because it's online, but it doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right if you say it like that. I mean, let's see what else is going on. If you look at the subreddit, you can see there's so much more happening. You know, it's bad when he's asking him if he's good. There's a whole meme about this produced by Zach guy, like the guy we were looking at before, who comments 1 million times on his posts. So apparently Pete actually contacted Kanye and said something about how he would never get in the way of his children. And, you know, it seems like a very well-meaning message. And all the comments, even from the Kanye fans who are obsessed with him and back him through so much shit, they're all against him. They're like, Kanye, you threw a nuke on the bridge. Kim isn't going to consider coming back at all. This makes Kanye look even worse. Pete just comes off as polite and considerate in that text. And everyone's talking about how sad it is. It's like this dude is fighting with a 20-year-old girl and this young guy who's like just dating his ex-wife and is being very polite towards him. And he's just having a temper tantrum online. And it seems like on one hand, he's not trying to help himself and he doesn't care about his family. He definitely doesn't care about his kids. He's a bad dad. And on the other hand, no one around in his life is trying to help him mentally get back, because one, he's probably surrounded by a lot of people who aren't trying to help him and who are just trying to succeed off of his success. And two, he's scared them all away. And I don't blame people who, you know, want to leave that relationship for themselves because they need to take care of themselves before they take care of someone like Kanye. And it seems like he's isolating himself from everyone in his life, and that's a sad thing. But at the same time, it's upsetting to know that he is doing this and then also trying to pry his way back into his kids' lives, which is not healthy for anyone. And this sucks because I kind of liked 5EO Foreign. He said crazy because I F with Cudi, but I feel like I was the best thing that happened to your album, not him, which is weird. But honestly, for Donda, it was kind of true. He did have the best verse on Donda. But hey, that's my short little update. Hopefully I can keep it concise. I know it's confusing and I hope it doesn't come off like I'm trying to like talk about drama or whatever, but I do think it should be talked about in this way because there's not a lot of people online that want to talk about it in a way that isn't just like, oh, this is drama and Kanye's being funny. It is honestly sad at the end of the day, and it should not be happening. And I mostly overall just feel bad for his kids, and I think that it's really not a good place for them to be right now. And I have really lost all my respect for Kanye. And I didn't say this in the last video, but this is coming from someone who is a big fan of Kanye and who does enjoy his music. He has done so much shit in the past few years and is really testing the waters of people who want to separate the art from the artist, because he is so ingrained in his art that it's tough to do that. That's why I always find myself seeing the artist as the person that they are in real life too, or at least the person they portray themselves as, because art is everything. And for people who want to separate the art from the artist, it's always going to bite you in the ass, because art is connected to who we are and what we do, and the artist is the biggest part of the art. You can't just listen to music and say, I don't want to think about who that person is, because that's the only reason the music exists, and that's where the story is being told through. So that's at least my point of view on it. It's tough to still be a fan of someone like Kanye West when you see this stuff happening. It's easy to listen to him more than it is with smaller artists because he's such a big personality and big artist, but you still have to have that part of you that like worries about who he is as a person and how someone with this much power can act like this. So that's it. Enjoy the Super Bowl. I know we're all going to be watching football today. We all love football over here at the Green is Not Nick channel. Oh yeah, I wasn't going to do a poll today, but let's check out the tattoo bracket. I was checking out the bracket yesterday, and I was pretty sad to see that the chair tattoo took a pretty big loss. It lost like 70-30, 68% to 32%, which is just sad. You know, I wasn't happy about that. You know what? Let's actually continue the tattoo poll on Tuesday, since we're doing the semifinals. Tomorrow is going to be a main channel video, and then Tuesday we will do the next tattoo bracket. But there's the result for today. Here's the semifinal tattoo bracket, all updated and ready to go. It's looking great. Remember to go check out Sheeran on Twitter. They make great designs. Also, if you're thinking about getting any of the tattoos, contact them. Make sure you pay them well. And also, don't get the tattoo I end up getting. Wait until the bracket's over, and then just don't get the one I get, because that's weird. I'm going to find that weird, okay? If you send it to me, I'm going to find that a little weird, okay? That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.